the theme for the conference is choice. Now, I don't mean let's all be New Zealanders and say, that's choice, bro, hey. It's about what do you choose? What are you choosing right now in your business? What are you choosing right now in your life? What are the things that's going really well in your business and in your life that you're choosing? On the flip side, what's not working quite so well that you're choosing as well? So that's the interesting part. You can't have it both ways. You can't sit here and say, now we've got a fantastic team. I've got a great team. The way that I put my team together is fantastic and I'm responsible for that. But our marketing, our cash flow, that's really bad. But that's because of this and this and this and this. No, you've chosen that. You've chosen the good, you've also chosen things that's not so good. Does that make sense? What I want to get into today is why have you chosen that? And what do you want to choose for the next 12 months and beyond? Today's a new day, right? Yesterday's the past, we've been there. Today's the present. This is the only time that we can actually do something. And the future's where we want to go. Today's about the future of where we want to go, but making the most of the present to make decisions. Not react to things, to actually make some choices as to how you want your business and your life to be. What do you choose? We've all seen this slide before. Do we all choose to play above the line today?
Yes.
Right. So, let's go below the line for the moment. Would you all agree that at some stage in the last week, every single person in this room has chosen to play below the line? Who's blamed something in the last week? Or someone? Come on, be honest. Alright, who's come up with an excuse for something? Alright, who are my denials in the room? Anyone? Okay, on your bit of paper, I'd like you to write down when things don't go your way or things just... Which one are you? If you're blame, write down blame. If you're the excuses, write down excuses. And if you're in Mr. or Mrs. or Mrs. Denial, write that down. You're one of them. If you don't think that you're one of them, write down denial. Okay? So write down which one's you. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Don't overanalyze it. Amanda, don't copy. Which one are you? What are you coming up with? When you haven't done something, are you the one to blame? It's my employees, I can't believe it, they haven't done this, they haven't done that. Or are you the excuses person? I ran out of time. You can't believe it, this came up. I had to deal with this. Are you the excuse or are you the blame? If you're neither, then you're denial. Which one are you? Okay, you ready? Where are my blamers in the room? What? Okay, we've got a few blamers. Excellent. Good. So the thing is, you've chosen that. Now that you're aware that you've chosen that, what can you do?
Stop it.
You can make another choice, can't you? Where are my excuses in the room? Excellent. Now where are my denials? Any denials? Oh, we've got a few denials. Oh, I love this. This is great. My blamers. No, before we do that, now, on that bit of paper, your employees, as a collective, right, they think, oh, which one? As a group of your employees, where do they tend to play? Like, are they generally blame? Are they generally excuses? Or are they generally in denial? And it might be different to you, by the way. But which one have you got? Write it down. Do you tend to hear more blame? Do you tend to hear more excuses? Do you tend to hear more denial? You got some blames? Okay, keep your hand up. Fantastic. Now, where are my excuses? Who gets the excuses? Excellent. Any denials? You got a few denials? Great. Yeah, you tend to hear them all, the first two. All right. Now, here's my question to you. Why do you choose to accept blame? It's your choice. You can't blame. You're responsible for your business and your life. You're their manager, is that correct? So why are you accepting that? What's going on? Where are my excuses? Yeah? Excuses? Who's getting excuses? Hands up again. Why are you choosing to accept? Hang on, does anyone disagree with me that you're actually choosing that? You disagree? All right, the blamers. Okay, it's your management style. Stop it. We're going to work on it right now. We're going deep here today. Today's really about, we're going to go deep. We're going to go deep. Blame. Blamers, stop asking the why question. If you ask why wasn't that done, or why has this happened, or why has this not happened, all you're going to get is reasons. You agree with that? If you're pointing someone in a corner and asking why was it done like that? Why wasn't that done? How come I told you to do it this way? Why have you done it that way? If you know all you're going to get is reasons, why ask them a question that all you're going to get is reasons? So is that their issue or is that your issue? Are you choosing that response? Absolutely. Now the good thing is if you're not in denial and it's okay to say, you know what, this is how easy it is. I'll go back a step. I've been in excuses since I've come back from overseas, right? I've been there. I've got out of bed twice to ride the bike. I've come up with all of them. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, it's rainy. Do you know where I train during the week? During the week though, I train indoors, on the home trainer, in the office, carpet. It's air conditioned. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy. You're kidding me, right? Oh, this is one of my good ones. Oh, the kids, if I just stay in bed another half an hour, Alex will wake up and I get to hear her running down the hallway and we can have a cuddle in bed. That's a really nice one, isn't it? Feels good? Yeah. Great excuse, isn't it? What's going on?
You're choosing not to.
I'm choosing. That's a great one. This is bed. Oh, the cat. Look, the cat's just jumped on the bed. He's curled up, he's at my feet. Look, if he's made the effort, I really should stay in bed until he's ready to get up because, you know, he doesn't like people. Matt knows that. He beat him on yesterday. He's a very aggressive cat. He's made the effort. You know, obviously, I owe it to the cat to stay in bed, right? I don't need to train. What's happening? I don't have a purpose to get up and train anymore. I've just ticked some major goals on my bucket list. I mean, it really is goals on the bucket list that I've ticked off. I don't have a purpose. Staying in bed to keep the cat company and waiting for my daughter to run down the hallway, I'm making a choice. That's more important to me right now than exercising. It's a choice. Now, rather than fighting that, if you can accept it, if I can accept it, what can I now do? If I'm happy, leave it. I'm choosing to stay in bed. It's not important to me right now. My choice. Don't fight it. If I don't like the outcome, what can I do?
Change it.
Yeah.
And how can I change that?
Get a purpose.
Get another purpose. A big one. Get me out of bed. Got that? So, the blamers. Why are you choosing blame? It comes down to the why question. When you're managing your team, ask who, what, when, how, not why. Not why. Focus on the result. Let's just say, what's a typical thing that goes wrong in your business where people are blaming? Let's just say that they're missing a deadline on something. That you've made a commitment that you've got to get said parts to your customers by 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock Friday. And it doesn't happen, and then your managers go in and ask the why question. What's going to happen is you're going to get nothing but a whole heap of reasons. So as a manager, what do you need to do?
Hold them accountable.
Yeah, you do have to hold them accountable. Ask better questions and really manage them by focusing on me. Okay, Jono, where are we at? Who, what, when, how? Where are we at with those widgets that we said we're going to get to the customer by 4 o'clock? We're running behind. We've got to focus on the result. We made the commitment that we're going to get that to the client, our customer, by 4 o'clock. What do we need to do to get to them by 4 o'clock? Focus on the result. Look, that's really not going to happen because we're waiting on this supply coming from the customer and look, they're not going to get it to us by this time. Okay, when? When are we going to get it to the customer by? Look, at best it's going to be 4 o'clock on Monday. Okay, who's going to ring the customer? Well, you're going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Which one of you guys? You're the manager. Who's going to ring the customer? Well, I suppose I'll have to ring the customer. Great. So what do you have to do? You've got to ring the customer by and let them know that it's not going to be 5 o'clock today, it's going to be 4 o'clock Monday. Great. Why is just going to give you a whole heap of reasons. Results. Results-based business. Focus on the result. What's their objective? What do we need to do? Who's going to contact them? When are we going to get it? So if you're getting blame in your business, stop it. Stop choosing blame. be a better manager. Does that make sense? Let's deal with the excuses. Who's getting excuses? Show of hands. Who are the excuses? Okay, the good thing is, this is the exciting thing. You're choosing that. That's great. So now, get a better choice. If you're getting excuses, there is no accountability. You're letting people off the hook. If you're getting excuses, there's no accountability, and that's a what issue? Come on. It's a management issue. Okay? So, how do you do this?
Hold them accountable.
One-on-ones. If you're having your one-on-ones, you've got your objectives of what you want to achieve in your business, you've allocated to people in their roles, if you've got the structure right, an organisation chart, you've got people in positions, they've got clearly defined roles, you've got your 90-day plan, you've assigned roles to certain people, what do you now need to do? You're making it harder for yourselves. What do you need to do? Just have your one-on-ones. And a one-on-one is different to a team meeting because you're going to have a different relationship with each team member to say, here's our objective for the quarter with respect to marketing or systems or what have you. We want to get this done by the end of September. Great, so where do you think you're responsible for this? What's your timeline? What are we going to get done by the end of August? Great, okay, so when we're having our one-on-one next week, where do you want to be up to by? Great, so next week you're going to have done this, this, this. Is that correct? And I'm going to do this, this, and this. Excellent. See you next week. Now, what happens is there's no follow through. There's no, well, the one-on-one, look, don't worry, we'll do that next week, we're running out of time. All you've got to do is turn up and ask the questions. If they've done it, what do you do?
Set the new level.
Move on. If they haven't done it, what do you do?
Why?
No, not why. Gotcha.
Shut me
And
out.
what? Okay. What was our result? Okay, so what happened? What do we need to do to get that back on track? So, do we have to change the timeline? Do we have to move it back a week? Or what do we have to do? Okay, so you're responsible for this. You tell me, what do you need to do to get it done? Do you need any support from me? Okay, yes, okay, what support do you need from me? Do you need support from other people in your team? What support do you need? Right. If you're getting excuses, it's only because it's your choice. Does that make sense?